made sure by my wife's grace that security would have been to the maximum. You wouldn't have even got into the event without getting searched. You wouldn't have even got to bring anything that can cause bodily harm to anyone. And if your ass, excuse my French, just could not accept that, or you felt that the enforcement was too strict, well, what was your intentions? Why are you mad that you couldn't do it?
Well, you know, that's the thing, how these people work. You know, people come out, you know, trying to make a name for themselves, I guess, in some crazy way. I don't understand it. You know, everybody sets up something for people to go out to, you know, to have fun or to be entertained. And then you have people that come out just for that.
Right.
You know, just for, you know, that's that word we've been using, that minion. You know, it has a meaning to it. And it's that minion mind state. And for all those who don't know what the minion is that you sending your kids to watch that movie, you have to look up the definition in the Webster's dictionary. Minion. Check it out for yourself. But again, that's that mind state. But when you're going out and people are setting up something for people to have fun and be entertained, why would you want to come there and cause a problem with that? You know, if you feel like you have to do that, go sit yourself down in the corner somewhere, you know, or do whatever you do and do it by yourself. Don't go out and try to cause harm to nobody else because you feeling a certain way or whatever.
Right.
But I know people that do that. They bring these situations to other people, and then innocent people that have nothing to do with the situation end up getting hurt. And this is why a lot of times we wonder why, you know, in our communities we have the problems that we have. You know, again, anybody can come, you know, into our areas and drop anything off. They can, any ethnic group can come in and set up shop, you know, no matter who they are, and we don't do anything about it. You know, as far as putting anything in our own neighborhoods for ourselves, and again, that comes back to creating jobs for ourselves. Creating jobs in our communities for our people, man. And again, like you were saying, we try to do. I wish we had the ability to do that. You know, do something for the community to say, you know, for people to come out, you know, and hear something positive and do something positive for the area. But it has to start with the mindset, you know, of the people first. Because you have to clean up your own house, which means cleaning up your house, your community. You have to start doing that first. Then you have to go into the schools now. Like, what do you guys? This is the area where we live. We want to know what you're teaching our children. We want to implement a program for our kids to learn about our culture, our heritage, our legacies, and, you know, the different things where we come from. You know, even it may be a mayor. You know, down to the commissioner, whoever, if he's black in that area, we need to know who those people are. So when something happens, we need to be able to know who to contact. Because we know nothing about these individuals in our communities, man. So, you know, but the first person we going to say we know is the President of the United States. And who else do we know outside of that? You know, nothing about these people that are running our communities and our neighborhoods, but our tax dollars are going to these people. We have no idea, you know, who to talk to if we have a situation.
Right.
You know, we funding these schools and we have no idea what they're doing, what they're teaching our kids, and we don't care. And as soon as a situation pops up at the school, we go run down there mad with the teachers and stuff like that, but the teachers probably been calling you for weeks. Sending notes home with your kids, but you're not even checking inside your children's backpack to see what's going on with that.
Right.
You're not checking their homework. And then besides that, you're not even teaching them what they need to know to survive out here.
Right.
You know, but go ahead, bro.
It's like you said, when you're not just said, properly educating them, you know, from a young age, they ain't gonna want to hear it when they get older. Like you said, the streets don't raise you now, so now you gonna feel like if it ain't nothing pertaining to the streets, I don't want to hear it. You know, and like I just addressed, it ain't your fault, man. It really ain't. You know, it's social engineering fault, and you know the engineers, and it's also partially your parents. No disrespect.
Yeah.
I know somebody like, you don't know my mom and daddy. You're right, but I know the actions and the conditions that have been prevalent, and the statistics from this prevalent, you know, condition, you know, is so, you know, it's just so natural today. You know, it's so easy to do this and to suffer from this because it's like there ain't nobody caring, like you said, except those who speaking like we speaking. But the ones who speaking like we speaking, we being limited. You know, we always got to come up short in some type of area or endeavor to where we can't show the people the example that we would like to. Brothers and sisters.
But you know they come after us. But you know they come after people like us though. You know what I mean? We're considered we crazy. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what we talking about. You know,
right.
At the same time, it's like, you know, everybody want change, but nobody wants to really do anything about it. It's like a whole bunch of people saying that they want change or complaining about what's going on, but nobody's trying to make a move to help the situation out. Right now, like he's saying, we're here, and you know, whatever we have, our time and energy, we putting it into that, and whatever money we have, we put it into, you know, these type of things. But at the same time, it's like you get people that want that change, but they're not willing to do anything of what it takes to help with that change. So it's, you know, when you say, "Oh, the crime bad, this, that, and the other," so what are we gonna do about the crime? These children running around wild in the streets during the summertime. So what are we gonna do to provide something for them? Because we see the government don't care, and we expect them to do stuff for us, and we see that it's been proven time and time again that they do not care. They don't care what's happening in our neighborhoods. Look at our schools. Look at the schools where we live. They do not care about that. They have no concern. And if we move in their neighborhoods, they'll pull their children out of the schools and build a private school somewhere, a magnet school, a charter school where your kids can't even get in. You're on the waiting list. They tell you that when you're black.
Right.
So it's up to us to invest in the areas where we live. We can't expect, man, they don't care nothing about us. The government don't do this and that. So what are we going to do? We have to provide for ourselves. Create jobs, create schools that's going to teach stuff that our kids can understand. We have to get back into doing workshops in the school. What are those? The wood shops and automotive classes for the kids in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Get some adults out there who know how to work on cars. We can get together and try to figure out how we can get a grant to do that. Teach some kids how to do something with their time. Computer software, class where they can learn how to work on computers. Classes on how they can fill out applications, how to do resumes.
Right.
So then when we able to create jobs and all these black, doctors and lawyers that we have, people who know about agriculture, we can go in and teach classes about that. It's so many things we can do during the summertime, but everybody's talking about how these kids don't have anything and nobody's putting in any type of anything, any time, no energy or nothing to do it. I know every single day, I make my kids do stuff, and I know sometimes when their friends come over, they be like, well, why they can't, come outside? Because they reading books right now. They doing math. And this in the summertime, springtime. And they do it, you know what I'm saying? That's what I have them doing. Multiplication, reading, You know, I make them read to each other. I make them have conversations about different things. You know, I make them do these type of things because I know this is what it's going to take. And I teach them about being who they are and what things that are hidden from them by, you know, these so-called people who create this engineering, basically to mess with their brains.
Right.
You know, discouraging them, making them feel like that because they're black, they're not important. Because they show you that on the television. And I try to teach them, look, that TV is not real. You know, that basketball game and football game you want to see on the TV, that's not real. That's not real life. That's a fantasy. I mean, you will hope that you can get that, but that shouldn't be the pinnacle of success for you as a man. Like, I'm going to make it to the NFL.
Right.
Then when you get injured, then what? What's your next step? You still may not know how to do nothing. I'm sure a lot of those guys, I mean, even though they don't have to, but I'm sure a lot of those guys probably don't know how to change tires.
Yep, because they ain't had to. You got to store this for that.
Yeah.
Oh, my account handle that. Ain't that right? And that's why your account ends up ripping you off. Because you don't know nothing about the figures.
Have no idea.
You just spend it. That's it. So you think that make you a god? You know, you crazy.
Well, you know, money, being rich make you a man now. That's what make you a man, just being rich.
And drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
Those are the attributes, you know.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I was done my thing. I smoke my black and mild. You know. But, you know, I ain't never thought to myself, hey, man, this will make me a man. But you got our younger brothers who seeing our lost brothers doing it. And by them laughing and smoking with it in their hand, like it's all good, you know, they grow up wanting to try it out. Okay? So, you know, this is like I said, man, it's a cycle that needs to be broken. And you know, it's something that our people and all, you know, society or ethnicities must pay attention to. You know, even on down to the youthful Caucasians, man, they outright loose. Man, they get on all type of drugs. They show you in movies all the time. They be potheads. That's where it come from. We say we smoke weed. We don't say we potheads. Excuse me. You know, we don't say that. You know, we say we smoke weed. We don't say we potheads. See, because they you know, when they get high, they get high. You know what I'm saying? They get up there. You know, we just get high. So even in our getting high, we still ain't on a level with them. Okay? I'm just giving it to you in the terminology, just involving on the basis of just using drugs. All right? Brothers and sisters. It ain't funny, but we have to add a little sense of humor for you to see it. You know, we're not even in their rank. You know, for being on that type of level. Even in our own drug uses, we still ain't on their level. Because they get blasted. Ain't that what they say, wasted? You just not started saying wasted, black man and woman. Oh, I'm going to get wasted. You know, that's just because you heard it in the song. Okay, we ain't say that. We used to say we going to get effed up. Ain't that right, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We weren't speaking on wasted. We were saying we going to get effed up. Okay? So look at how we've been conditioned into that. Look how we've been groomed into speaking like that. Okay? Because what you're trying to do now when you want to get rich, you're trying to be on their level. Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't satisfied no more with being effed up. You want to be wasted now. Brothers and sisters. And forgive me, I did mention I was at a restaurant, so I am going